Hey guys, welcome again. You may have noticed the change in our top banner. We've changed the name of this series from Stay on Target to Go Rogue. There's a really good X-Wing series that are using the name Stay on Target. So if you're interested in the X-Wing miniatures game by Fantasy Flight Games, you should check them out. They've got a lot of good content. So we changed it to Go Rogue because we're going to try some unique decks out. So this is looking at the Shieldslam deck again, which is deck number 2 in this article series. It uses Qui-Gon and Rey as kind of its engine, and then Rebel Trooper to protect them. So we're going to play against our friend Yodaman here, who's using a Nightsister, Bala-Tik, and Tusken Raider, I think. Yeah. No. And Veers. Alrighty, so we'll get things kicked off. We're getting set up here. He's got 3 days. I've got 3 days, so... Or no, he's got 4 days, so you can fit 4 if you use Elite Veers here, so that'll be pretty nice. We can see what happens if we don't always win our battlefield advantage. Yeah, opening hand, we've got Field Medic, Jedi Robes. Jedi Robes is a one-of, so it's good to have early. You get the most advantage out of early. We don't need to keep Willpower and Field Medic. Those are better later on once we have damage on us. We'll keep Scout, because usually we want to play that early on Rey as a discounter. Oh, forgot to shuffle in my mulligan, so we do that. And we'll keep Dug in for now, because it could be a quick source of shields. So we drew a defensive event for Qui-Gon, and it binds all things. So that's great. We can reduce things with it. It binds all things again. Kind of slows down our tempo in this first round, but with the Trooper, we almost never activate all our guys before they do. So delete my dice bag here, and we're going to roll off. Let's see, 1, a 1, a 1, 2, a 1. So we'll re-roll, and blanks. 1 and a 2. He's got South roll. Alright, so we'll let Yodaman pick the battlefield for this matchup. It looks like he wants to go with Echo Base. He doesn't want to give Qui-Gon those early shields, but that is good because it provides us with shields throughout the game and gives us that turn. Oops, don't want to play Jedi Robes yet. I'll play It Binds All Things first, and then Jedi Robes will be cheaper next round, right? So, I'm playing the videos on a little bit faster speed. I talked to a couple people, and some of the old videos were a little bit slow when we're thinking about our turns, so hopefully this compensates for that. So now we'll get that Jedi Robes. I'm going to put it on Qui-Gon, even though I don't get that free action like I would out of Rey. I've seen a lot of people target Rey early, so I feel like keeping Qui-Gon alive and getting the sabers onto him is probably better than putting the robes on Rey. So we now got a data pad on Veers and a backup muscle to deal with. I'm going to activate Qui-Gon, a shield and a blank. That's a raid. He's going to activate Veers, so that'll be 3 dice for him to activate. Veers is a lot of damage side, so our Trooper could come in handy here, but it looks like he just got a modified damage. That's not so bad. I'll put a shield on Qui-Gon. Or no, I'll activate Rey. Get all our dice out of there. Lots of blanks, yeah. He's got more resources with the Nightsister. Endless, it seems like. Yeah, so reroll. I got a discard, and not so good on the Jedi Robes. Right, he's going to bring Bala-Tik in, so he'll have all his dice activated. Got a shield with Bala-Tik. Still no damage to deal yet. We'll have him discard a card, and he gets rid of, yep. Speed like Scout. Looks like he's going to re-roll some. It's 2 pew-pews and a modified blaster, so nothing really good to take with the Trooper since he still has 2 unmodified, but we'll take one of them and put him on the Trooper right away, and we'll roll him. Okay. Yeah, he's going to smack for 3 on Rey. Yep, just like we thought. Rey is going to be the primary target early on, so hopefully we can soup up Qui-Gon in the meantime. Alright, still got his Nightsister left. She's a disrupt, so he's gonna use backup muscle. We'll take our shield on Qui-Gon, deal damage to the Nightsister. He hasn't really used her to reroll a lot yet, but that's going to be pretty brutal later. Oh man, 2. That's unfortunate. Hit the Nightsister for another 1. And, go. We claimed actually, never mind. Alright, so we've got some sabers here, a scout, and 2 copies of Dug In. Take our 2 resources. Play that saber for free. Problem with sabers is their unmodified damage always costs resources, so you need to keep money back if you want to get use out of them. And this team's been pretty aggressive so far, so we really need to get rid of somebody and fast, or this is going to end poorly. Alright, 2 damage out of Qui-Gon. And it looks like he's going to activate Veers, who has a jetpack. It's unfortunate. Yeah, it looks like Veers is getting really souped up. At this point, I probably should have changed my strategy to go for Veers instead of piling onto the Nightsister. But it's always easier to say that after I know the results than before. Alright, so we activated Rey. Discard on the resource. Rey thinks she's in Akbar deck right now. She's not. He's going to activate Bala-Tik and see how he rolls. Resources. Resources for days over there. We'll make him discard. That's good. He doesn't need that against our deck at all. Anything that removes shields could really hurt Qui-Gon later, so glad we got rid of that now. Looks like he's going to bring the Nightsister out, so again, he's got all 3 characters activated before I do. That's just a factor of the Rebel Trooper, and resources again. It's good at least. We'll hit the Nightsister for 2. Get her a little bit higher in the damage total. Looks like he's going to take a couple of resources, or shields, I mean, and don't have much left to do here. Take our resource. We've got 2 copies of Dug In that we're sitting on, so we're probably going to want to claim this round and not let that battlefield go away. He's going to re-roll everything, and we'll see what we get. Resources blank, modified damage, and a blank, so that's good. We'll play a copy of Dug In and put 3 shields on Rey, so he's got to use his unblockable damage to get to her now without burning through the 3. Looks like he's going to discard to re-roll. So side of the modified damage, probably smart. All these guys could have range damage, and we'll do the other copy of Dug In and really make him burn through our characters at this point. We've got 8 shields out. That's like 8 artificial health. Should help us survive for a while. He's really discarding the reroll, and it paid off. So he's got 3 there. And if I was smart here, I would have claimed and stopped the shenanigans, but he's going to hit Rey for 3 with that modified damage. Or even more, actually, yeah. Use backup muscle. Rey's really in pain right now. Alright, draw our cards. We've got survival gear, a defensive stance, a deflect. Deflect should be really helpful here, and 2 lightsabers. So we'll get a lightsaber onto Rey right away. She's probably going to die. We'll discard the scout for it, just to save us a resource. Then eventually we'll be able to move that over to Qui-Gon. We'll activate her, and she turns into a resource. Rey has not turned out so great in this deck. If I was doing it again, I'd almost just replace Rey with Padawan and move forward with that. Alright. Activate Qui-Gon. He's going to activate Veers in response. Veers is really souped up. Really regretting going for that Nightsister. He hasn't used the control nearly enough for me to worry about it, but yeah. It's got the jetpack, which kind of stinks. Mainly just modified damage over here, so that's okay for now. We'll use our damage before it's too late. Let's activate the Nightsister. Yeah, it looks like in this deck you mainly invest into whoever you don't attack, but it may have been smarter for the first turn to spread the damage and let him choose who to invest into. We're going to reroll. We don't want to waste our Trooper's Guardian yet. And we got a +3, a 3, and a discard, so he's probably going to jetpack us here. At least we don't have the resources to pay for the 3, but if only we did. Oh, he doesn't like you, okay. So remove the data pad and remove our lightsaber. Now we're stuck just with Luke, Saber, and Rey. We'll have him discard again. Another personal escorts. No big deal there. I'd rather gotten rid of something like that he doesn't like you, right? See what Veers and friends are going to do now. He's put out a lot of damage, but he's really only made a dent in Rey, which is appreciated. But alright, so you got a shield. Gonna back up muscle. We'll put 2 more shields on Rey. We really need her to survive another round if we can. If anything, this just prevents him from hitting the Trooper and Qui-Gon at this point. Bala-Tik doesn't have enough on him for me to be too worried about his double activation. I mean, if he had a bunch of guns on him, it'd be a little bit scarier, but we'll take that unmodified on our Trooper. And get a pew-pew for 1. Okay. See what happens now. Looks like he's going to discard Black Market to reroll everything except that 1 dice in the center. He gets a focus. Ugh. Really wish we had a resource now to deflect that unmodified damage, but it's the loss we suffer. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty brutal turn here. It's got the infantry grenades to go off too, so that's going to do 2 to everybody, which can pretty much wipe out our whole shield advantage. And then he can really blast somebody. I was thinking about what to do. Trying to figure out how to optimize his damage. I think the best thing to do at this point is to use those infantry grenades first. Then you could use a little bit less damage on Rey. But he's going to go big on her. We'll move that. No, we already moved the dice over, but we'll move the super card over to Qui-Gon. And then he's going to infantry grenades. And already Bala-Tik, he hasn't done it yet, but I'll remind him here. And then see if he gets a little more damage out of him anyway. Things are not looking great for the Shieldslam deck. It really seems to struggle against decks with multiple characters, but hopefully we can pull something out of this one. So we got post and willpower, flank. Flank's not going to be very useful now that we're down a character, but we'll activate Qui-Gon right away. We need to get damage on something. We got Luke's lightsaber special, which is great. A flank and a melee. He's going to activate Veers. A ton of shields. A ton of good stuff over there, but not a lot of damage, so. Yeah, we'll start piling onto Veers a little bit. There. Yeah. Nightsister activates, finds 2 damage again. That Nightsister's brutal. We'll take the damage onto the Guardian just to protect Qui-Gon. It's probably where it'd go anyway, but just in case he rolls some miraculous 11 here or something. Right, Bala-Tik's coming in. 2, okay. We'll do our unblockable 2 with Luke's saber. Yeah, I've kind of moved my target to Veers, but I fear that it was too little too late for all those upgrades, and this will beat dice. We've got a lot of tricky events in our hand that could help us out. If we can get some help with our dice here. Not rolling double blanks, though. That does not help. Right, he's going to put a hunker down on the Nightsister, so we should be able to get melee damage through them, not too worried about it. We'll discard flank and reroll again. We got a 3 melee and a +1, so that's nice. We can try to slice through for 3 on someone. I assume he'll use hunker down, or I'll end up discarding it. I'm just thinking over here. Yeah, he's going to use hunker down to give the Nightsister a 3rd shield, so we can't get rid of that this turn. We've got willpower and some resources, so we can move some damage from that trooper, which will bypass those shields. So that's kind of nice. I'm still swinging at Veers for now. If we just get a couple things to fall through, we could eliminate 2 characters pretty quickly, and just be left with unsouped up Bala-Tik, which would be pretty nice. He's gonna drop. Yeah, things are looking pretty rough with all of this. Now we really need to get rid of Veers because he's got supports with dice. He's gonna bring the TIE Fighter in and see what he rolls. Disrupt. Well, we'll spend our resources then. It'd be nice to save him for the deflection, but we'll move a damage to Veers on a trooper. Willpower's pretty nice, but it's got a lot of requirements. I mean, the target and your character have to be exhausted. Your character has to be damaged. a lot of times when you're in that situation, you're at the point where you want to claim. It works pretty well in this deck because there's so many shields and so much defensive tactics, but I haven't found a lot of use for it in all my decks. We're going to get rid of this card and just reroll. We really could use something to off somebody, but continually rolling blanks is not helping our case. I mean, between Datapad and Bala-Tik having a focus sight, he's probably got enough to do some damage here. We really should save Deflect for next round when it's urgent. We shouldn't discard it to reroll at this point. It looks like we're going to lose the Trooper pretty soon. Yeah, we'll claim and throw at Veers for 1. He's going to off the Trooper. Bala-Tik will come back, roll again. Hopefully not do anything too devastating, just a +2. See what he gets out of his TIE Fighter if he decides to reroll. Disrupt again, that's good. Gonna discard a Datapad, reroll again. Get 2 damage, so Qui-Gon's gonna hit 4. We're looking pretty grim here. Spoiler alert, right before the end of this game, Tabletop Simulator disconnects on us, so we'll never really know who the winner is, but you can kind of see which way it's going. We're going to activate Qui-Gon right away. We've got 2 deflections in our hand, so between that and the damage we got, hopefully we can do something good. Looks like Nightsister's going to take a shield again. We'll go after Veers. Alright, Veers is coming in. We'll deflect one of those 2s onto Veers for 1. And then we'll willpower to get rid of Veers. Fortunately, he's got a holdout blaster, so that does redeploy to Bala-Tik, so we're not going to have an empty Bala-Tik to deal with at the end. And he'll get to roll it again this turn, but keeping Qui-Gon alive, that's the best we can do. Alright, so we're down to a Nightsister and Bala-Tik. Nightsister's already damaged. We got this TIE Fighter to deal with still, which is kind of brutal. We're out of resources now, so Deflect's not going to save us anymore. Luckily, he's out of resources too, but gain our resource and just sit back defending for now. Let's see, Nightsister's got a resource. Okay, so I'll probably take that and then try to ping. We'll lose a shield and damage Bala-Tik with Qui-Gon. We should really be going for the Nightsister, but it's tough. She's got much less damage output than Bala-Tik does at this point. Yeah, there's a 1 damage, and a 2. We'll deflect away the 2 and hit the Nightsister for 1. Looks like he's going to re-roll with Comlink. Gets a disrupt and a resource, but nothing too devastating for us. He's going to discard Unpredictable to reroll both. I mean, he knows I don't have a lot of actions left, so there's no point in. Well, and that was pretty nice, hitting for 5. Qui-Gon's not having fun with that roll. So yep, here comes 5 damage, and things are looking grim. Drop to 5. Nothing spectacular. Flank's gonna do no good for us. One with the Force, we needed on Ray right before she died. Most of these are just gonna be used to reroll if we need to. Alright. Resource. We've used most of our tricky events, so there's not much left to bank on there. We'll reroll these 2. Just looking for a melee damage. We got a special, so we can sneak through and get rid of the Nightsister now. And that puts us to just Qui-Gon versus Bala-Tik. So things have taken an upward turn, but Qui-Gon's got a lot of damage on him already too. Be nice to draw into. I think we only used 1 copy of Field Medic so far. Be nice to draw our 2nd copy. Nope. And there you go. We see in the upper right corner our opponent has been disconnected, unfortunately. So, based on what's in my hand, I think Qui-Gon's a little doomed here. But, yeah. We'll have to do a rematch with Yodaman again using the same decks and see how we do. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. Not such a successful test run of Shieldslam deck in this video, but hopefully we'll get one where some of our combos start rattling off. Alright, thanks for tuning in, guys.